Hello YouTube, and specifically Labarum312. I hope I got that right. I wanted to comment, unlike the last person, on what your video is actually about, and that's the Dionysus Amulet, or Orpheus Amulet, depending. I went to the link after your video, and I found several points that I think need to be made very clear to your viewing audience, and mine, when discussing this amulet. Is it a forgery, or is it legitimate? The points I wanted to make in regard to the amulet are as follows. It should be noted that the authors of the book The Jesus Mysteries, written by Timothy Freak and Peter Gandhi, do not claim that the amulet has been proven as a forgery on many of their websites. So after the book was written, and even after the website that you link to posted many times on their site that it was, gave his own facts to prove that it was, and posted through Wikipedia, and they reposted, they still claim that it's not been proven a forgery. The first reason is Kern, originally the scholar who claims that it is a forgery, said that it was genuine, and he published articles to that effect. The person who you say did ultimately say that it was a forgery at one time obviously held the belief that it was genuine. 2, Guthrie allowed the books to be published, even after it was found to be a forgery. I cannot verify or deny this, except to say that the book has been published in its 2 views, one in 1956 and one in the 1920s. 3, Kern says it is a forgery in a re-edition to his book, but gives no evidence to support that claim. So that's part of claim 2, but also the fact that there's no evidence that I can find to support that it's a forgery that Kern gives. We can ascertain that it could be the Latin definition of the cross, or the legs bent, head down, which is said to come from a later time. I don't know, because I can't find it anywhere on the internet to verify or deny that. Number 4 is the author's website that you link to never comes out and admits the amulet is actually a fake. They do say it is probably a fake. That is a notable difference. Number 5, when Kern recanted on the evidence of Real and Zahn, the 2 scholars who, I assume they're scholars, based on all the evidence I've read, he did not, when Kern recanted in the evidence of Real and Zahn, he did not feel it was necessary, Kern didn't, to rewrite the passage, or the book, but rather to add 2 lines to the passage, saying that it's probably a fake. The authors of the Jesus Mysteries believe he was not entirely convinced of the evidence, and that's why he did this. It's another valid point to make, and it's an assumption, and only assumptions. I can only find assumptions through all the internet, all the scholars. If you know of more links and you could send them to me, I will reevaluate them. It should be noted I'm trying not to have any bias one way or the other. I'm religious myself, but I don't hold to a strict conservative side to the issues. So my bias is more liberal. But when researching antiquities and historical references to crucifixions and amulets and things of that nature, I think it needs to be concretely proven before someone gives a statement like, the next time someone asks you about the Dionysus Orpheus amulet, you can tell them it's a fake. That wasn't in the website you linked to, and apparently the scholars are up for debate on that. So are the historians that I found. You could say that it's debated and it's not official, as the historians of the Zygist would like to make it sound, or the movie The God Who Wasn't There would like to make it appear as a historical and legitimate. You could make that argument, but you really can't make the argument that it's definitely a fake. I would strongly recommend removing that from your video. In conclusion, there seems to be very little evidence on the internet, at least to verify or deny the amulet, especially since the amulet is missing. I would suggest a different topic of study, or Zygist and opponents as the of the evidence. It's just not there on either side, as I've mentioned. Thank you for your time. Please post, comment, rate as you feel appropriate. And have a good day. Take care, YouTube.